can't work until you're 14. You can't drive until you're 16. You can't vote until you're 18. Growing up, sometimes it seemed to me that the world was set up in such a way that I would have to wait until I was older to have an impact. A lot of organizations are built that way. Mine should just listen and wait until they're old enough to lead. And this is where United Way is different. United Way realizes that youth have ideas. United Way recognizes the ability of youth to make a difference in their community, regardless of their age. If you see a problem in your community and you want to fix it, they're going to do nothing but encourage you, because tomorrow's leaders are today's youth. I was first exposed to United Way as a second grader through a 4-H community project I participated in. I came back as a freshman in high school because I was interested in leading my own project. I enjoyed volunteering at events, but I really wanted to experience playing my own. Finding the project idea was probably the hardest part, so I began by talking to nonprofits around town. From the parks, I learned about a type of bird that was being threatened by an invasive species, and the type of birdhouse that could save it. I decided that by building the birdhouses with children at a local elementary school after-school program, my group would not only help the birds, but teach the kids about volunteerism and basic carpentry skills. Honestly, my favorite part of the project was watching the kids use power tools for the first time. I learned a lot from implementing my first project plan. It's one thing to write down a tidy schedule of the project on paper, and it's another thing to implement it. I had to learn to be quick on my feet and adjust to the many unforeseen difficulties that arose. Like when it started to pour outside as we were painting the birdhouses, or dealing with the wide range of ages of the children attempting to construct birdhouses with power tools. Unforeseen difficulties will likely arise when you're implementing your project, and you have to be ready to adjust on the fly. After the birdhouses were finished, we donated them to parks and nursing homes. For our group's second project, we worked with the same group of children to make no-sew blankets, cards, and tray favors for Raleigh Children's Hospital. Don't forget to reward your volunteers as you implement the project. They're giving up their time to help fulfill your vision. Take the time to celebrate and remind them of the impact they're having. Fulfilling projects through United Way will benefit you as much as you benefit those who are helping. Budgeting, fundraising, leading, communicating with different organizations, all these skills will be useful throughout your life. For me, the first time I went through the process of gathering funds from local businesses, I was excited but incredibly nervous. The simple task of talking to stores' GMs about my project helped me gain confidence in my communication skills. Going through the effort of budgeting my project down to every bolt and screw taught me good planning habits. Most importantly, United Way taught me that with a group of friends and an idea, I could turn a project into a reality. I didn't have to wait until I was older to get involved and lead projects. I could do it today. I've been fortunate enough to spend 3 years on the United Way board, Youth as Resources. It's interesting seeing projects being proposed from the other side of the interview table. I'm inspired by the number of kids coming to United Way and the breadth of projects we see proposed. I love it when I see kids as young as elementary school come forward with their posters and speeches crammed on note cards, ready to make a difference in their community. It's honestly never too soon to get involved. But obviously I'm preaching to the choir. You all have obviously done a great job of finding ideas for volunteer projects because you're sitting here before me. Realize you're making a huge difference. Volunteers like yourselves bring significant improvements to the lives of those in our county. The sum of a bunch of small changes at the community level is a universally better world. I just want to encourage you to keep going. Do this project and be ready for it to lead you to new projects. Encourage your friends to join you and inspire them to lead their own. We're fortunate to have United Way here, ready to assist in our every ambition. Steve Jobs once said, "Everything around you that you call life was made up by people that are no smarter than you, and you can change it. You can influence it. You can build your own things that other people can use. Once you learn that, you'll never be the same again." United Way enables youth to have an impact in their community. They don't care about your age. All you need is an idea, and you're all set to make a difference. The fun is just beginning.
Thank you, Kai. Our next speaker is David Pimley.